I have 14 credit cards with a total available limit of $124,000. Let's go over each card and talk about why I have them. What's up, guys? I'm Josh, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, we talk all things personal finance. Your time's valuable, so let's get right into it. The first active card I have dates all the way back to the prehistoric era in 2006. Now, I do recall having at least one credit card prior to this, somewhere around 2003. I vaguely recall it being an eBay credit card, but of course, I didn't know what I was doing back then, so I let the card close due to inactivity. You generally don't want to close your oldest cards because it will have an impact on your length of credit, which accounts for 15% of your FICO score. However, if the card has an annual fee and you're no longer using it, it's likely worth closing. Also, before opening any credit cards, make sure to check their current offers, as what I mentioned in this video could very well be outdated by the time that you watch it. So, the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card. This is officially my oldest card, which I opened up back in 2006. I honestly don't know the original reason I got this card, as I was about 20 years old at the time. Now, I have gotten this card upgraded to the Cash Rewards card sometime in the past 10 years. Prior to that, I think it maybe only offered 1% cash back. I solely use this card for online shopping. What this card does is it allows me to choose a single 3% category, which I can either keep the same every month or change it. And the 3% categories you can choose from are gas, drugstores, home improvement and furnishings, online shopping, and travel. I have a $20,800 limit with this card, so I definitely want to keep it active, as not only is it my oldest card, but it's the one with the highest limit. And this card has no annual fee, but it does have a 3% foreign transaction fee. Next, I have the Chase Freedom card, which I opened in 2012. This is a revolving 5% cashback category card with 1% back on non-category spend. The quarterly categories you can expect to see regularly are for gas, home improvement stores, Walmart and PayPal, Amazon, and grocery stores, among others. By far, my favorite category is PayPal, because when this category rolls around, you better believe that I'm paying for everything with PayPal that quarter. However, per quarter, you are limited to a $1,500 spend for 5% back, so I do need to make sure I don't go over that, or I'll just be getting a measly 1% back on anything extra. And for this card, I have a $5,000 limit, which I never really come close to hitting, since I only use this card for the revolving categories. This card has no annual fee, but does have a 3% foreign transaction fee. It looks like this card most aligns with the Chase Freedom Flex that's currently being offered, except the Flex also offers a few different benefits, like 5% back on travel purchases through Chase Ultimate Rewards, and 3% back on dining and drugstore purchases. I may actually see if I can upgrade my card to the Flex. In 2014, I opened the Chase Amazon Prime Visa Signature Card once I realized I'd be buying crap on Amazon for the foreseeable future. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get 5% back on Amazon.com purchases as well as Whole Foods purchases. So if you don't have this card, you're essentially agreeing to pay 5% more. However, if you don't have an Amazon Prime membership, you'll have to spend at least $2,400 per year at Amazon or Whole Foods to at least cover the $120 per year Prime membership. Now for this card, I have a $15,000 limit, which makes it my third highest limit on a single card. And this card has no annual fee and no foreign transaction fee. Next, the Discover It card, which I opened up back in 2015. This card is similar to the Chase Freedom, as it has revolving 5% cashback categories and 1% back on non-category spend. And the categories they offer are very similar to Chase, but generally don't line up exactly. You can expect to see categories like Amazon, grocery stores, restaurants, gas stations, and PayPal. My favorite category is PayPal, and my absolute least favorite category is Amazon. Since I have the Amazon Prime Visa, this particular category is useless to me, but can certainly be beneficial to those who don't have the Amazon card. You also get to pick a few different color options for your card, which is always fun. Now for this card, I have a $16,500 limit, which makes it my second highest limit on a single card. And this card has no annual fee and no foreign transaction fees. So I opened up a Chase Slate card back in 2016, but I don't fully recall why I did. This card doesn't offer cash back, but does offer a 0% APR intro bonus. I literally never use this card. In fact, I just got a letter in the mail saying they're gonna close the card unless I start using it again. However, this card is worth keeping open since the age of credit is around 6 years at this point. And for this card, I have a $3,200 limit. While it has no annual fee, it does have a 3% foreign transaction fee. Just all around, not a card that's really worth looking into. Another card I opened back in 2016 is the American Express Blue Cash Everyday. This card offers 3% back on groceries, 2% back on gas and select department stores, and 1% back on everything else. However, I simply never use this card. It does offer special vendor discounts, which I check from time to time, but I've never been in a place where I wanted to purchase anything from the vendors they partnered with. But one thing I have taken advantage of is their concert pre-sale opportunities. This basically just lets you purchase certain concert tickets before they open up for sale to the general public. Now for this card, I have a $7,500 limit, and I may consider upgrading it to the Blue Cash Preferred card, but I haven't made my mind up yet. The Blue Cash Everyday card has no annual fee, but does have a 2.7% foreign transaction fee. The Bank of America Travel Rewards Visa Signature. I opened this card in 2019 for the intro bonus. They're currently offering a $250 sign-up bonus when you spend $1,000. This card offers 1.5 points for every dollar you spend. In other words, 1.5% back. You can use your points for a statement credit to pay for travel and dining purchases. Now this is a card I almost never use and don't really recommend as there are better options available. I'll keep this card open, however, as I have a $15,000 limit. And this card has no annual fee and no foreign transaction fees. I opened up a Costco Anywhere Visa card by Citi in 2020 when my wife and I joined Costco. Although it's branded as a store card, you can use this card anywhere. It gets us 2% back at Costco, which is really the only place I use it. However, it does offer 4% back on the first $7,000 per year spent on gas and 3% back on restaurants and travel purchases. Now, this can be a good option for gas, but there are better options out there, one of which I'll talk about in a couple minutes. And the cashback redemption on this card really isn't great. They send you a certificate once a year where you can go into the store and redeem for cash or merchandise. And I have a $5,000 limit on this card. It has no annual fee and no foreign transaction fee. Is the card worth it? Not really, unless of course you want the 4% gas cash back. Otherwise, you can simply just use a 2% flat cash back card with better redemption options. Now, this card is pretty sweet and has a lovely sign-up bonus. The Chase Sapphire Preferred card. I opened this card up in 2020 because my wife and I were getting a new fence installed. My wife actually opened one up at the same time, and we both paid half of our fence with our cards. The sign-up bonus at the time was $750 worth of Chase Ultimate Rewards points with an initial $4,000 spend. So we split the fence bill and walked away with $1,500 in combined rewards, and then immediately paid off the credit card balances. Sweet deal. So with this card, you need to pay attention to the rewards. You get 5 times points on travel purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards, 2 times points on other travel, 3 times points on dining, grocery, and streaming services, and 1 point per dollar on everything else. Now, in order to get full value for your points, you must redeem your points for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards. So this card gives us a little incentive to take that extra trip we may not have otherwise taken. And for this card, I have a $9,500 limit. However, this card does have a $95 annual fee, so you'll have to weigh out whether or not you're going to use this card enough for it to be worth it for you. And there are no foreign transaction fees with this card, which makes sense since it's a travel card. There are also many other benefits to this card, such as travel insurance, purchase protection, and extended warranty protection. You can also use this card the same day you're approved for it, which is quite a nice feature. Okay, this card is one of my favorite cards. It's not as sexy as a card like the Chase Sapphire line, but it gets us a significant amount of cash back. This card is the US Bank Visa Plus card, which I opened up in 2020. With this card, you're able to choose 2 5% categories each quarter. Now, there's 12 different categories you can choose from, which you can see on the screen. They aren't the best categories around, but if you spend in these categories, you should definitely have this card. You also get the option to choose a single 2% category each quarter, which include grocery, gas, and restaurants. So the 2 5% back categories that we choose every single quarter are home utilities and gyms/fitness centers. And we don't utilize the 2% category. So our typical spend for utilities is about $1,000 per quarter, and for our gym membership, it's about $825 per quarter. So this is perfect because the quarterly spend cap is $2,000, where we spend just under that. So each quarter, we get about $90 to $95 cashback rewards. Important to mention, our utility provider is PSE&G, and it does cost $3.95 in order to use a credit card to pay our bill. However, we do prepay each quarter in order to minimize the impact this fee has on our rewards. And this card has no annual fee, but does have a 3% foreign transaction fee. The cashback redemption options for this card are great. You can get a direct deposit, statement credit, or a US Bank rewards card. So this one is only going to apply if you're a Verizon Wireless customer. The Verizon Visa card through Synchrony Bank, which I opened in 2020. First of all, you can use this card anywhere. It gets 4% back on grocery and gas, 3% back on dining, 2% back on Verizon purchases, and 1% back on everything else. It's also a nice heavy metal card. Quality. They're currently offering a $100 credit over the span of 24 months if you use this card to pay your Verizon bill. And the thing about Verizon Wireless is you get a monthly discount if you use AutoPay with a debit card or checking account. However, you can use the Verizon Visa card to pay your Verizon Wireless bill and still get the discount. It's the only credit card you can use to get the discount, plus you'll get 2% rewards as well. You can redeem your rewards toward Verizon purchases or toward your bill. I use this card for 3 things: to pay my Verizon Wireless and Fios bills, to get 4% back at the grocery store, and to get 4% back dining out. For this card, I have a $5,500 limit, and it has no annual fee and no foreign transaction fees. This card is simply a no-brainer for Verizon Wireless customers. I opened my Lowe's Advantage Synchrony credit card in 2020. This card will get you 5% off your Lowe's purchases and can only be used at Lowe's. Now, this is not a cashback deal. You'll simply get 5% off your entire purchase every time you use this card. And since my wife and I are doing a lot of renovations in our house, this card is definitely nice to have. And at the time of recording this, they're also offering 20% off your first purchase with the card, up to a $100 discount. And for this card, I have a $9,000 limit. So if you frequent Lowe's, this card is a must. It has no annual fee and no foreign transaction fees. Are there even Lowe's stores in other countries though? I don't know. Next, the Abound Credit Union Platinum Visa, which I opened in 2020. This card gets you unlimited 5% cash back on gas purchases at the pump. This is the entire reason I got this card, and it's the only thing I use this card for. However, it does appear they made this card even better since I got it with the addition of periodic, rotating 5% cashback specials. So at the time of recording this video, they're offering 5% cashback for gym memberships, purchases at sporting goods stores, and meal prep deliveries. And the rotating categories haven't been around long enough to really get an idea of what types of other categories they're going to offer, but it's certainly a nice addition. Now, the cashback for this card gets automatically applied to your statement credit each billing cycle, so there's nothing you have to do to redeem. The caveat for this card is you must sign up for their credit union, which you'll need to hold a minimum of $5 in their savings account. I believe there's also a $10 administrative fee to open the account. Now, if you do decide to get the card, they're going to offer certain life insurance additions to the credit card, which I personally declined as they do cost money. Now, for this card, I have a $5,000 limit, and there's no annual fee, but this card does have 1% foreign transaction fees. Overall, an excellent option for a dedicated gas card. I opened the Fidelity Rewards Visa Signature card in 2021. I wanted a flat 2% cashback card that I could use for those miscellaneous purchases that don't fall into categories that I get 4 or 5% cash back for. This card is pretty straightforward. You get 2% back on every single purchase you make. There are no caps to the amount you can earn. However, the redemption options on the card aren't the best, as you must redeem your cash back to an eligible Fidelity account. But if you're cool with this, it's a good option for you. But nowadays, there's a handful of good 2% flat rate cash back cards out there to choose from. For this card, I have a $2,000 limit. And the Fidelity Rewards Visa Signature doesn't have an annual fee, but it does have a 1% foreign transaction fee. And I do have a dedicated flat rate cashback video, which covers quite a few of the other options on the market. If you're interested, check it out up here. So going forward, I'm thinking of getting the Citi Custom Cash Card, which offers 5% back on your highest spend category each billing cycle. And you can see the 5% categories on the screen right now. I'm thinking we would use this card solely for restaurants, but I really like the flexibility of it. It could also be a good card for gas if you're not interested in the Abound Credit Union card. Another card I'm looking at is the Wells Fargo Active Cash, which offers a flat 2% cash back. This card's just a bit more flexible with their redemption options when compared to the Fidelity 2% back card. So what's your favorite credit card? Let me know down in the comment section below. Well, if you got value in today's video, do me a huge favor and click the like button and consider leaving a comment down below. It really helps this video get shown to more people. Thanks for watching. Peace. And this is it. Since I have 2% back on gas and select apart of their concert pre-sale, I can't say pre-sale. There are also many other benefits to their. However, we do prepay. This card's a no-brainer for why. This card gets you. I wanted a flat